Mr. Chris Vale and our band for that outstanding performance. My name is Marion Camberlin, and it has been an honor to represent our school as student body president. I would like to thank the staff and students for these short yet breathtaking 4 years of high school. As your president, it is now my pleasure to welcome our friends, family, and students to the commencement program for Sunrise Mountains class of 2012. Please stand for presentation of colors by Cactus High School Air Force Junior ROTC program, and for the national anthem performed by Ms. Tanya Bamey and Sunrise Mountains Senior Choir. Following the national anthem, please remain standing for the departure of the color guard as well as for a moment of silence.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you. Please be seated. I now have the honor to introduce our special guests. These individuals dedicate their time and effort into improving our district's elementary and high schools. And because of their contributions, the Peoria Unified School District continues to rank among us the finest in the state. Would you please stand as your name is called? Peoria Unified District Governing Board President, Mr. Hal Borhauer. Peoria Unified District Governing Board Member, Mrs. Diane Douglas. PUSD Administrator K-12 Academic Services, Ms. Allie Bridgewater. City of Peoria Police Department Lieutenant, Mr. Robert Walls. We would also like to thank our administrators, Principal Donna Short, Assistant Principals Clay Carpenter and Christine Gutierrez. It has truly been a privilege and pleasure to have worked alongside these three dedicated individuals. The level of commitment and enthusiasm they bring to Sunrise Mountain High School is the reason why we continue to excel and succeed each year. We'd like to commemorate you for your unbelievable devotion for students and service to our school, which has brought us incredible academic and athletic achievement. Thank you. I would also like to recognize our counselors and teachers who have inspired and motivated us during our years at Sunrise Mountain High School. On behalf of the class of 2012, we thank you for your continued professionalism, dedication, and excellence. Would Sunrise Mountain High School counselors and teachers please stand? Thank you. Today we will hear from 3 student speakers chosen for their remarkable academic achievement. Then the senior class officers will introduce the class motto and dedicate the class gifts. And finally, senior class sponsor Mr. Mark Faust will recognize those students who have distinguished themselves academically. I would now like to welcome our first student speaker to the stage, Bren Smith.
Thank you, Marianne. Class of 2012. Sorry. First off, I would like to congratulate you in the given circumstances and inspire you to cultivate what you've learned from high school and apply it to the exciting, unpredictable journey that lies ahead of you. Remember that curiosity will always be your greatest asset, and even though we are leaving Sunrise Mountain, never forget to keep learning from your own experiences and developing your own intuitions. I would like to thank my teachers, coaches, friends, family, and Will Hunting for inspiring me to be up here. I was once told that the most successful people in the world are those who are good at Plan B. I mean the alternative route, the path remaining after the initial try, no matter how many failures occur. Following our own paths to happiness and fulfillment should be our sole focus in the next stage of our lives. Never blindly follow someone else's path, unless, of course, you're lost in the desert and you stumble upon a path, and by all means, take it. The key is innovation, the cliche that we hear every day, yet it exceeds all boundaries of the possible and continues to redefine the rational. Going against the grain with the misfits, the rebels, and the troublemakers, and simply going where others have not gone before is how you will find your niche. I certainly didn't get up on this podium overnight. If you knew how much work went into it, you would never call it genius or luck. Pursuing our dreams and following our paths can be no vague thought or consideration, but only action on a weekly, daily, and hourly basis. This high school diploma is not merely a decorous sheet of paper that shows intelligence, but a pillar of steadfast philosophy that proves you can stick with something for 4 years, day in and day out, while harnessing your self-interests, opening your minds to all that Sunrise Mountain had to offer. The greatest sport in the world has taught me that gold medals aren't really made of gold. They're made of sweat, determination, and a hard-to-find alloy called guts. What lies behind us in the past and what lies before us in the future are tiny matters compared to what truly lies within us. Thank you. Now, I would like to introduce Bree Shanley, our senior class president, and Ben Rutherford, our senior class vice president, to present our class motto, YOLO.
Behind us are memories, beside us are friends, before us are dreams that will never end. Classmates, look around you. This motto embodies the class of 2012 for a few simple reasons. Seated next to every one of us are friends, our companions that have been with us, creating a countless number of memories over the past 4 years, and hopefully, for some, the rest of your lives.
More importantly, what lies ahead of us, our dreams, our goals, and the many ways we go about making them happen. It's time to start a new chapter of our lives and embark on a wonderful new path into the beautifully chaotic real world. Lucky for us, Sunrise has provided us with the many tools we need to succeed on our own, and the potential for our class is unlimited. Now I would like to introduce our next two speakers who are chosen because of their academic excellence. First, we will hear from Kelsey Stopke, and then she'll be followed by Richard Fawn.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kelsey Stopke, and I would like to thank you all for coming to celebrate the graduation of the fabulous class of 2012. Let me start off by sharing an interesting fact. The average American lifespan is now 78 years. This means that high school only represents 5% of your life. It's pretty incredible how much of an impact that 5% has on your future. Though we may not remember everything we learn in class, the lessons we have learned over the past 4 years will continue to influence us. Many different people have been there to help us, and it only seems right to thank them for that helping hand. The teachers at Sunrise Mountain have sacrificed a lot to get us to this point. For example, I'm pretty sure one of my teachers has lived off of Top Ramen for the past few years. I'm looking at you, Mr. Boyd. They've helped us overcome great obstacles, whether it was in academics or life in general. But Nelson Mandela once said, "After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb." All of our journeys have been different, and we've been faced with different challenges, but they ultimately all brought us here. With us every step of the way have been our families, especially those people we lovingly call Mom and Dad. They have served as motivation, inspiration, and have supported us above all else. Thank you for allowing us to grow into the people we are today, ready to walk across this stage and on to the next stage in our lives. As we continue to climb the hills of life, let us use this day as a reminder that we do have the ability to persevere and accomplish our goals. Now I would like to introduce our next speaker, Richard Fawn.
After finally getting the 4 nights of adequate sleep I so desired during my senior year, it is still hard to believe that our high school journey is coming to an end. I can't imagine how much fun everyone has had since the beginning of our high school careers, but for me, I can say I still had a tremendous amount of fun, even though homework and studying basically consumed every day of my life for the past 4 academic years. I would like to thank my family, especially my mom and dad, for always supporting me no matter how much the electricity bill inflated because of my tendency to procrastinate. Thank you, teachers, especially Faulkner, Raleigh, Johnson, Raymond, Fiedler, Reiser, Walton, and Coach Gale for being great mentors through the years and answering my repetitive questions, of course. And thank you, friends, for laughing with me and sometimes even laughing at me. Looking back 4 years, we were all so worried about what classes to take or who to sit with at lunch. Now, we are worried about where to attend school, what major we want, what job pays the best, and most importantly, what we want to accomplish in our lives. No matter how much thought you have given to your future, the funny thing is that those plans on paper will most likely never translate perfectly into your life. When we plan ahead 10, 20, 30 years from now, instead of giving us a good view about our individual futures, we're actually only limiting ourselves to the vast opportunities that will arise as we grow older. This is because life always finds something interesting to throw at us when we are least expecting it. So, live life. Enjoy the journey wherever it may take you, but most importantly, find your passion. Identify what makes your mind tick, what makes your heart beat, and what ultimately makes you happy. Do not confuse interest with passion. Interest is something that catches your attention just for a span of time and will slowly fade away. Passion, however, is something that grips your heart. It should be something that you're willing to go days without sleeping, days without eating, and days without giving up on. The time it takes for someone to find their passion might take seconds, months, or even years. However, the one certainty is that there are only 86,400 seconds in each day. For every second that we do not use, that wasted time will never carry on to the next day. Just remember, it is not the things we do in life that we regret, it is the things we did not. Finally, the phrase, stay hungry, stay foolish, once said by Steve Jobs, has definitely inspired me to achieve more. Keep in mind, Mustangs, that acting on a good idea is better than just having a good idea. And yes, I learned that from a fortune cookie. So, I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors, and remember to always stay hungry, stay foolish. Congratulations, class of 2012. Now, Senior Class Treasurer Zach Paulson and Senior Class Secretary Amber Hamad will present our senior gift. Accepting the gift is our principal, Donna Short. Thank you.
We would now like to present the Class of 2012 senior gift, a brand new scoreboard, replacing the old, damaged, and inoperable scoreboard. We hope this will allow our sporting events to run smoothly and act as a visual aid to our adoring fans.
Also, with the remaining money we raised over the years, we plan to pass down our funds to the graduating class of 2013 and to Student Council to help them accommodate them in fundraising, participating in charity, and hosting our school's memorable events. We hope all these gifts will help maintain and continue all of our traditions we value at Sunrise Mountain.
It has been our honor to serve as your senior class officers, and we would now like to present this gift to our principal, Mrs. Donna Short.
Good afternoon. On behalf of Sunrise Mountain High School, I proudly accept the senior gift. Your generosity is very much appreciated, and the class of 2012 will always be remembered. At this time, I would like to have Mr. Faust recognize some of our outstanding students.
Graduates, parents, family members, friends, staff, honored guests, at this time I would like to introduce and recognize our graduates who have achieved academic excellence. First, we will recognize those students who are members of the National Honor Society. Each student has been noted in the program. The National Honor Society members, please stand. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, I would like to recognize those students graduating with honors, which means they are in the top 10% of their class. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing as I call your names. Tyler Popleham, Danielle Brooksby, Mackenzie Sinclair, Richard Bills, Haley Wakefield, Haley McKeever, Bailey Moses, Carrie Armenta, Brianna Shanley, Sabrina Durham, Stephen Levesque, Natasha Hussain, Connor McBreen, Emily Clark, Taylor Leffler, Ashley Balo, Kelly Dillingham, and Alexander Santa Cruz. Thank you. You may be seated. Next are those graduating with high honors, which means they are in the top 5% of their class. As I read your name, please stand and remain standing. David Kievsky, Ashley Warda, Amanda Briggs, Anissa Saenz Ochoa, Holly Hitt, Kylie Gardner, Jonathan Burko, Marianne Chamberlain, Mackenzie Rose, Nikita Sadanapati, George Nguyen, Rebecca Wood, Callie Hartson, and Emma Worlton. Thank you. You may be seated. And now for the 4 students graduating with the highest honors. Graduating in the top 1% of their class, as I read your name, please stand. Richard Fawn, Edis Jakupovic, Kelsey Stopke, and Brennan Smith. Thank you. You may be seated. Before Mrs. Short presents the graduates, I would like to point out that many of the seniors sitting before us are wearing purple and white cords for exceeding 1, 2, or all 3 state Ames exams. The academic excellence demonstrated by the class of 2012 has earned them over $6.3 million in scholarships. You can clap for that, it's fine. Maybe you didn't hear it, it was $6.3 million. Okay. Next, I would like to honor the senior members of the Sunrise Mountains Student Council. Would those members please stand? Thank you. Sunrise Mountain Student Council was honored this year by winning the National Association of Student Councils National Gold Council of Excellence Award. Less than 3 councils per state win this award, and our student council government has won it 3 times in the last 4 years. I would also like to recognize our 2 foreign exchange students. Would you please stand? Pranoy Roy from Bangladesh, and from Germany, Lucy Schreiber. They will truly be missed as they return home, but we appreciate all of their contributions to Sunrise Mountain High School. Thank you. And now, Mrs. Donna Short will present the class of 2012 to Mrs. Diane Douglas.
Class of 2012, please stand to be recognized. Mrs. Diane Douglas, an honored guest. It is now with pride and pleasure, as principal of Sunrise Mountain High School, I certify that each of these students standing before you has met the requirements for graduation as set forth by the state of Arizona and the Peoria Unified School District. I present this class to Mrs. Diane Douglas, member of the Peoria Unified School District Governing Board. Mrs. Douglas, I respectfully request that you accept these graduates and that you confer diplomas on them.
Thank you, Mrs. Short, and administrators, and faculty, and staff, and graduates. You can sit down for just a moment, because it wouldn't be a graduation if it didn't have a speech and I didn't talk to you for just a few minutes. So I want to thank all of you for allowing me the honor of being here this afternoon to share in your wonderful commencement and your great day. Graduates, on behalf of the governing board, I want to extend special congratulations for achieving this wonderful milestone. And family, friends, loved ones, everyone out there, will you please join me in giving these graduates one more well-deserved round of applause? Parents, family, and guests, I extend to you the governing board's welcome and heartfelt appreciation for your support, not just this year, but every year. We know that they couldn't be here today without your love and your help. As I was looking for some words to share this afternoon, I came across the following quote from Mahatma Gandhi. And he said, "Live as if you were to die tomorrow, but learn as if you were to live forever." For some of you, this may be, at least for now, the end of your formal schooling, but please do not ever allow this to be the end of your education. Continue to learn all that you can about everything you can, whether or not you ever intend to step into another formal school building again. We're blessed to live in the greatest country on God's green earth, and one of the things that makes America exceptional is the equality of opportunity that our country offers each and every one of us. But that opportunity is seized through knowledge. Please continue to study and understand our Constitution, our Declaration of Independence. I know you have studied it, but there's so much more to learn beyond what we've just begun to understand about our great republic. George Washington said, "The primary objective should be the education of our youth in the science of government. In a republic, what species of knowledge can be equally important? And what duty more pressing than communicating it to those who are the future guardians of the liberties of our country?" Regardless of which path you're taking after high school, college, work, service in the military, make no mistake, you're taking the first step this afternoon to becoming the future guardians of our liberties. I wish you all the best with wherever your path may lead you. Good luck. God bless you, and without any further ado, it's my privilege on behalf of the Governing Board of the Peoria Unified School District and by the authority vested in me by the state of Arizona to accept this recommendation that the Sunrise Mountain High School class of 2012 has met the requirements. Mrs. Short, would you please present the graduates for their diplomas?
Thank you. Mrs. Diane Douglas and Mr. Hal Borhauer will now begin presenting the diplomas to our students. Mr. Mark Faust and Mr. Nick Reiser, two of our faculty members, will announce the names of our graduates. Would the first two rows please stand?
It's on now? Okay. I said 7 names already. Thank you. Marion Chamberlain.
Katie Natasha Laugesen.
Brennan Michael Shortino Smith.
Brandon Thomas Lawhorn.
Brianna Marie Shanley.
Alexis Taylor Layton.
Benjamin Bailey Rutherford.
Brittany Marie Lennon Davis.
Kelsey Jan Stopke.
Stephen Mark Levesque.
Richard Dylan Fawn.
Salvatore Lawrence LeCarey.
Zachary Oli Paulson.
Jessica Elizabeth Lidicote.
Amber Hamad.
Elizabeth Suzanne Lister.
Joshua Ryan Ackerman Blake.
Taylor Edward Leffler.
Aaron Lee Aguirre.
Alexander Vincent Edward Lopez.
Spencer Lee Adekatis.
Rebecca Perez Lopez.
Paulina Perez Alanas.
Kiara Lujanera Renee Lewis.
Brooke Lynn Alden.
Kimberly Lorraine Lucas.
Joshua Allen Alexander.
Patrick Ryan Lustig.
Daniel Zachary Allen.
Shelby Dawn Lyons.
Mercedes Josephine Alvarado.
Aaron John Macy.
Stormy Jean Alvarez.
Thomas James Marino.
Casey Robert Anderson.
Shay Nicole Marshall.
Alexandria Helen Sveta Anir.
Brianna Ashley Martin.
Lauren Ashley Annis.
Connor Thomas McBreen.
Christian Daniel Aragon.
Michaela Denise McBride.
Carrie Marie Armenta.
Michael Patrick McConaughey.
Ethan James Arnold.
Tatiana Tess McCormick.
Colin Alden Avant.
Aubrey Allen McCown.
Lindsay Ann Ballard.
Caitlin Brenna McDonald.
Ashlyn Rose Balo.
Stephanie Lynn McDonald.
Gabriella Susanna Barge.
Haley Joanne McKeever.
Cherie Carol Barton.
Casey Michael McEwen.
Anna Laurent Bastida.
David McNeary.
Zachary Trent Bauman.
Andrew James McQueen.
Diana Elaine Beckman.
Jacqueline Lene Medina.
Lauren Beadle.
Awesome Mehmedovich.
Samantha Jean Bierman.
Trevor Anthony Malucci.
Andrew Nicholas Benavides.
Brooke Yvonne Clarice Myers.
Jacob Robert Bendeley.
Christian Joseph Miller.
Gabriel Avery Bennett.
Nicholas Gregory Miller.
Dakota Joelle Bergeron.
Tony Marie Miller.
Allison K. Bergstead.
Kelly Linnell Minor Durkett.
Richard Lauren Bills.
Melissa Ray Mishler.
Jacob Marvin Thomas Bivens.
Dalton Thomas Moore.
Tyler James Boligar.
Bailey Marie Moses.
Matthew David Bolnick.
Zachary Dean Mossman.
Jeffrey John Arthur Bornert.
Hannah Christine Muir.
Brandon William Boulay.
Callie Goldie Nybert.
Cody Ann Booton.
Hunter Michael Nelson.
Brandon Alexander Bowers.
George Van Wynn.
Casey McKay Bowler.
Lee Kong Win.
Caitlin Teresa Bradford.
Timothy James Nichols.
Emily Marie Bridgewater.
Carson Allen Nielsen.
Amanda Jane Briggs.
Miriam Aubrey Nicola.
Danielle Kathleen Brooksby.
Dominic Allen Noble.
Jessica Lee Brown.
Alexander Thomas North.
Zachary Joel Budoff.
Savannah Farah Osel Terranay.
Samuel David Bundy.
Jessica Kelly O'Sheltree.
Jonathan Charles Burko.
Karis Marie O'Hare.
April Starr Campbell.
Daniel Kirk Akuda.
Cassandra Lynn Carmody.
Brianna Monique Ortega.
Enrique Carrillo.
Beatriz Elaine Ortiz.
Julene Frenzel Cruz Castro.
Daniel Ortiz.
Emily Catherine Clark.
Jennifer Alicia Ortiz.
Angela Joy Clayton.
Brittany Paige Osorio.
Randall Lauren Clifton.
Trey Angel Palacios.
Shayna Elizabeth Coleman.
Tyler James Papelham.
Jocelyn Felicia Colinian.
Rachel Jessica Passer.
Vanessa Morgan Corfield.
Kelsey Nicole Peck.
Cordero Stafford Coronado.
Scott Edward Peterson.
Hunter Jordan Cotton.
Alexandria Ray Pollock.
Sydney Elise Craig.
Seth Mads Powelson.
Thomas Michael Creed.
Jacob Mitchell Prentice.
Kelly Danielle Cronauer.
Ashley Renee Putvin.
Alex Lynn Curtis.
Kristen Nicole Raleigh.
Devontae Dion Curtis.
Ricky Ramos.
Courtney Michelina Dali.
Christian James Rankin.
Julian Dansu.
Bradley Patrick Rucci.
Danielle Marie Dane.
Alexis Cecilia Riategi.
Morgan Elizabeth Davis.
Caitlin Marie Ray.
Deanna Darlene De Herrera.
Zachary Ryan Riccardelli.
Kimberly Del Rivero.
Sarah Elizabeth Richardson.
Peyton Elise Dennis.
Alexander William Ray Ricks.
Addison Lee Dickout.
Nicholas Charles Riddleberger.
Kelly Iris Dillingham.
Jordan Benjamin Rimby.
Daniel Raffaele DiPolito.
Christopher Scott Moreno Roberts.
Maya Renee Dominguez.
Javon Isaiah Roberts.
Christina Donahue Turco.
Kaylee Lane Robinson.
Joshua Kane Dover.
Bradley Kenneth Rogers.
Matthew Aaron Drost.
Mackenzie Diana Rose.
Zachary David Durfee.
Pranoy Kumar Roy.
Jaden Lee Durham.
Paula Desiree Reese.
Sabrina Lynn Durham.
Tyler Charles Ryan.
Jordan Catherine Iden.
John Austin Sabatel.
Idara Uda Ekpo.
Anissa Alwyn Signs Ochoa.
Caitlin Christine Ellis.
Tyler Jordan Salinas.
Blake Donald Erickson.
Ivraj Singh Sandhu.
Madison Marie Esch.
Andrew Emilio Sandoval.
Eric Montel Esparza.
Zachary Richard Sandoval.
Jonathan Michael Fair.
Andrea Patricia Sanko.
Jonathan Adrian Fajardo.
Alexander Michael Santa Cruz.
Jerome Thomas Dakiyanan Felix.
James Ainsley Sassy.
Jenna Marie Felton.
Nikita Satapathy.
Eric John Feinhage.
Alexander Paul Sotchenko.
Travis Reed Fennell.
Hey, Travis. Kaylee Nicole Schottner.
Tyler Matthew Fight.
Tanya Ray Schleif.
Kyle Austin Fitro.
Samantha Taylor Schlegel.
Shelby Ray Fitzpatrick.
Courtney Danielle Smurfeld.
Carson Victor Flanders.
Evan Paul Schragi.
Raymond Anthony Flores.
Lucy Morla Schreiber.
Akira May Forkwer.
Kevin Michael Schroeder.
Mitchell Branson Forsey.
Janie Nicole Schutte.
America Rose Freeman.
Adrian Marie Seabade.
Mackenzie Nicole Freeman.
Melissa Teray Seacrest.
David Robert Garcia.
Christopher Lee Siles.
Kylie Dawn Gardner.
Heather Bashar Shaya.
Connor Marshall Garris.
Madeline Page Sharp.
Haley Cynthia Gowell.
Max Dwayne Shepard.
Megan Kimberly Geyser.
Hannah Faith Smith Medaya.
Courtney Nicole Geeth.
Jennifer Nicole Souls.
Daniela Lucille Gentile.
Desiree Rocio Spencer.
Nicholas Edward Giancola.
Maxwell Colton Spoon.
Kaylee Lanai Garish.
Nicole Marie Squire.
Taylor Rose Giles.
Joshua Kenley Starton.
Michelle Marie Gibson.
Joseph Hunter Stein.
Brianne Renee Glidewell.
Caitlin Marie Stein.
Nathan William Gormley.
Eric Michael Stokes.
Eric Henry Graff.
Grant Kelly Suggs.
Caleb Grover Grau.
Cassandra Ann Sullivan.
Paul Anthony Green.
Courtney Renee Taylor.
Adam Lorenzo Grego.
George Lawrence Teague.
Kyla Sarah Hallows.
Andrew Charles Tennis.
Alexis Carla Hansen.
William Cody II.
Angelica Sarah Hansen.
Summer Cara Kimber Tiano.
Callie Elizabeth Hartson.
Madison Taylor Tidwell.
Ryan Tyler Hawkins.
Thomas Christopher Torres.
Miranda Marie Hay.
Plamina Dinkova Trifanova.
Lindsay Alexandra Helton.
Jared Peter Turley.
Austin Allen Hennings.
Dre Milan Turner.
Ebony Aubrey Hernandez.
John Ryan Tarosi.
Emily Elizabeth Hester.
Bridget Maeve Ulatowski.
Rachel Marie Hicks.
Marcial Valdez.
Jordan Kaz Grant Hill.
Natalie Justine Velishnak.
William Joseph Hill.
Jennifer Lynn Van Slyke.
Austin Martin Hinterlong.
Alec Jordan Vance.
Holly Lee Hitt.
Isabella Marie Vanek.
Gray Parker Holbrook.
Jacqueline Christie Vanover.
Christopher Michael Hollis.
Benito Javier Vasquez.
Haley Ann Hooker.
Allison Visbal.
Hugh Kevin Dumawa Hornsby III.
Shiprona Voika.
Roy Justin Horton.
Kyle Joseph Wallers.
Natasha Lynn Hussein.
Haley Kristen Wakefield.
Ryan Dallas Hubbard.
Samantha LaRue Walwyn.
Macy Dallin Holsey.
Ashley Nicole Warda.
Kevin William Hunt.
Brandon Washington.
Joel William Hunter.
Adam Jacob Webb.
William Forrest Hunter.
Ashley Renee Webster.
Derek Omar Nsunza.
Cody Evan Weitzel.
Mitchell Dean Jacobson.
Taylor Lynn Wetnight.
Edis Jakupovic.
Gregory Andrew Wetzel.
Taylor Denise Jennings.
Nicholas James White.
Megan Johnson.
Kara Nicole Weiss.
Nicole Brianne Yumza.
Dylan Sean Williams.
Anne Elise Jordan.
Ishay Laquan Williams.
Eric Joseph Kalkbrenner.
Wendy Ann Willis.
Eric Andrew Costin.
Michael Andrew Wilson.
Eric Keena.
Sydney Paige Wilcher.
Harrison Patrick Kent.
Zachary Joe Witherspoon.
Caleb John Keogh.
Claire Sky Wolf.
David Andrew Kievsky.
Meredith Jessica Wood.
Katie Ann Klein.
Rebecca Nicole Wood.
Hannah Ray Clevin.
Emma Ann Worrelton.
Mallory Amanda Cohn.
Hunter Finley Wright.
Devin Jeffrey Ray Coivisto.
Gillian Teresa Alonzo Yap.
Taylor Renee Krill.
Austin Blaze Young.
Michael Joseph Krugel.
Nicholas Gabriel Zavala.
Ashley Jordan Karash.
Jordan Lee Zwick.
Drake Christopher Cavale. Justin Carl Mitchell.
Class of 2012, please stand. Students, you may now move your tassels to the left. It is with great pleasure that I pronounce you graduates of Sunrise Mountain High School, class of 2012. Congratulations.